Hello, 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 and welcome to day 3 of this Backyard Cricket England Test match. I hope you've all caught your breath from what was an astonishing end to day 2. An incredible session of play, 15 overs, 163 runs, and 6 wickets. The most exhilarating session in BCE history. And we restart today with youngster Bevan West on 46 and Alex's 11, already leading by over 200, looking to become the first side in backyard history to make 300 in an innings. We're going to go back to the Woldingham Dome now and see if they could do just that. Max Mogridge on, just him and Randy West left in the rotation. Top edge, where is it? It's 4 and it's 50. It's 50 on debut for the teenager. Brilliant from Bevan West. 21 balls is the fastest 50 in BCE history. And smashed. Oh, he's missed out on it. Well, how has he gotten away with that? I think it came off the back of the bat. What a breathtaking assault this has been from West, and he's not done yet. That's 4 more. Staggering assault. Match-winning assault on debut from the teenager. Fastest ever backyard 50. Leading edge. Can't see any way back for Dan's team now. Somebody is going to have to bat out of their skins if they're going to win this game. And it's another 4. Enjoy the stroke play. It's misfielded on the boundary. Should have done better. I think it's Gurpal Singh. Not really paying attention and fumbled it over the ropes, but just sit back and enjoy this from West. Stunning innings. And that's 4 more down the ground. Baseball stroke. The cricket's too easy for him. Stunning from Bevan West. 16 off that. Let's have a look at this. From the moment he came to the crease, Bevan West, he has played with stunning aggression. So much quality, so much athleticism and ability. That's a brilliant shot. Power as well for such a young man. We've witnessed the arrival of a very special young talent in backyard cricket today. Father to son. Straight to the fielder, bump ball. What can he produce? And he smashed him for 4. The younger West, no mercy. Corrected from the umpire. He's given it as a 4. Oh, has he nicked it? No. Wow. Randy West thought he had the big one then. Brilliant to watch these two. Great spirit between them. Randy West nearly had his son's number there, having been smashed for 4 before that. Been a great battle between these two, as it was earlier on in the game. Bevan West survives, another one goes by. And down the pitch, thick edge, 4. Just keeps going, Bevan West. I don't think Butler realised he got bat on that. He was looking for a bye. Oh, that's going to be a no ball on height or a wide. And for the first time ever in Backyard Cricket England Test history, a team has put 300 on the board. This has been an incredible performance from Alex's team. It's the turn of the captain now to try and put an end to this. Got Butler in his sights. Oh, and he's had a mighty swing at that, Jake Butler. He'll be loving this situation. No pressure on him whatsoever. Game almost certainly looks to be in the bag. And he's got license to do this. And if he can connect with a few, it'll add to the joy for Alex's team. Real crowd pleaser, Butler. He's had another swipe. He has had 3 enormous heaves at these balls. And he hasn't got anywhere near any of them. Oh, that's missed leg stump by nothing. This has been excellent from Dan Mears. Those figures in the context of the innings, 300 on the board, and the captain's gone for just 2 of them. He's been excellent again. That one's a bit wide. Even Butler restrains himself from that one. Excellent over again from Mears. His standards have been very, very high. And another huge swipe from Butler. Well, how that's ended in a maiden. Surely that over was leading to either a wicket or a 20-odd, but somehow it's a maiden over. Mears excellent. 5 overs, 4 maidens, 1 for 2. We've seen the fastest ever 50. We've seen the first instance of a player hitting his first 2 balls for 6. And so much more besides. Has been an incredible day's play. Oh, that's good again. Butler almost played that one-handed. In a moment, Jake Butler is going to connect with one of these. And when he does, well, that ball's going to beat us to Hampshire for the next game. If he gets hold of one of these the way he's going. The dome is not big enough for the middle of Jake Butler's bat. Doesn't middle too many, but when he does, he gets hold of them. Not been able to get a bat on anything since his first delivery, which he smashed for 4. They've actually kept him quiet really well here. Can be a nuisance, Butler, with those big swings of the blade, but they've kept the lid on him. Nothing off this over from Sharif. He's another one who's been consistent. Not quite been as threatening as he has throughout the series, but economical. Built pressure, and Butler's had another big swing and missed. And yet again, Butler gets through a whole over with neither a wicket nor a boundary. Not quite sure how he's managed to pull that off twice now. Swinging at everything. And Alvin Sathya, I'm surprised they've left him until the 5th over in this rotation. Would have thought he would have been on earlier. He's been excellent. Real standout figures among this bowling group, Sathya. 2 for 4. Top class. That's in the air and out. That's a nice moment for Sathya. Gets his fellow teenager. The 2 coming cricketers in backyard cricket. The 2 next gifted young generation. That's a nice moment for Alvin Sathya. Nice moment for the pair of them. As Sathya congratulates his friend on his way off. Bevan West take a bow. An astonishing assault. A match-winning assault. Unbelievable innings. The fastest ever backyard 50. As brilliant as Sathya has been, and Sathya might have won that battle, but it looks like Bevan West has won his team the war. But a mention on Sathya. Bevan West is one gifted young cricketer. Alvin Sathya is most certainly another. And in the context of this innings and the assault we've seen from Alex's team, those figures of 3 for 4 into his 5th over are quite astonishing, and one would shudder to think where Dan's team would have been without him. Without his presence in this bowling lineup, this could have gotten even uglier. He has been excellent, as he's been all the way through the series, Alvin Sathya. Brilliant, brilliant young player. Coming force in backyard cricket. He'll be a little disappointed not to have wrapped things up though and knocked Butler over, but he's been close. But another good over from him, wicket maiden. And it's the turn of Randy West. Hasn't got his son to bowl at anymore, but he has got the free swinging Butler. They'll just be praying for this to end now, Dan's team. And it has ended. Finally all over. That was quite an onslaught. Alex's team, it's going to take a miracle for Dan's 11 to chase this. They're going to require 251. Well, we're almost ready to go here, and there is some team news to update you on. Both sides will be playing this final innings with 9 men, as Dan's 11, Randy West, and his son Bevan on Alex's team have had to leave the game early due to a pre-existing family commitment. There's going to be no change to the rules, so Dan's team will still play with a last man standing, and Alex's team will be a man light in the field, which should offset the loss of any runs that Randy West may have scored. So just to confirm that again, Dan's 11 missing Randy West, Alex's 11 missing Bevan West. Each team will play this final innings with 9 men. And we're going to start off here. It looks as though it's going to be Jake Butler, as it so often is with that new ball. He's going to line up to Yusuf Sharif. 251 looks a really, really tall order. They're going to need a hero today, Dan's team. And Butler ready to start us off. Starts it well. On a length, and Sharif played it nicely. Oh, thick edge. Letts does the fielding. Good start from Butler. It's going to be 4. Up and running, Dan's 11. Sharif off the mark. Just a bit leg-sided from Butler, but Sharif has played that well. Yeah, well timed. Good balance from Sharif. Oh, that's a good ball. Really good ball from Jake Butler. Well bowled. Oh, that's good from Fox. Had a bit of a waft at that, Mogridge. Not the most composed stroke. He's played that better, but good fielding. Good fielding in there from Chapman at point. Need to be on it in the field. Alex is 11. Can't afford to give away any sloppy runs. Oh, and he's bowled him. That's good from Elliot Fox. Gets the first wicket. That's the breakthrough. Mogridge goes for a duck, and Alex is 11. The perfect start now for them. Good nut that from Fox. Yorker length. Mogridge looked like he was just a bit late on it. I think he's waited a fraction of a second too long to bring the drive out. And Fox gets his rewards. Good delivery. Big wicket. Sam Dennis, the new man, playing just his second test match. He struggled to adapt so far, but he is a high-class player. Very good standard of club cricketer. Really, really talented. Beautiful to watch when he gets going, which we haven't seen much of in this series as of yet. But if he can find his radar today, well, that'll do them and him the power of good. But at the moment, it's Alex's 11 right on top of this game. It's flipped on that third innings, and Elliot Fox has got things rolling for them in the field. Oh, good delivery. That's got big on Dennis. Fox is not the quickest, but he's accurate. That was well bowled. Good over. Key over. Wicket maiden. Ah, it's lovely. Lovely from Sam Dennis. He's off and running. First boundary for him. First runs for him. Just too full from Saeed. And a touch too wide. Gave him room to free his arms, but it's a lovely stroke. And right behind that as well. Positive start from Sam Dennis. He's looked decisive in his footwork already here. Only faced a handful of balls, but he's played them very well. A lot of composure. Oh, I think he's nicked that. Yeah, umpire gives it as 4. Well, probably harsh to say that's a drop from the wicket-keeper. But it was a thin nick on that from Sam Dennis. Better from Saeed. 5 overs gone. 17 for 1. It looks like it's going to be the captain now. Chapman it's going to be. So he's saving Borrett and Maguire to bowl the last 2 of this rotation. And you would think the first 2 of the next rotation, giving them a 4-over burst. Interesting captaincy from Smith. And where's that? Oh, I think it's 4. Is it a drop catch? Did it carry? It's Elliot Fox at square leg. Dennis didn't get over the top of it. Oh, it's carried. Oh, you'd have to say that's a drop, and you could argue that Dennis has been dropped twice in the last 5 minutes here. That's a let-off. And that's beautiful. What a response that is from the right-hander. Gorgeous shot. So good in that area, Sam Dennis. But he's had a couple of lives here. Oh, that's good from Chapman. Has he got a nick on it? Yes, he has. Umpire gives runs. Another boundary. 3 in a row to start the over. Doesn't quite tell the full story. A drop catch. Fox not paying attention at square leg. Then a beautiful shot from Dennis. And then an under edge. In the air, 6. Wow. Chapman has gone for 18 in 4 balls here. It's been an eclectic mix, but not all of it has been bad news. Could have had Dennis twice here. Shows the fine margins in this form of the game. Oh, it's another good one from Chapman. It's not been a bad over this. A couple of short balls, but it's been unlucky so far. That's well played from Sharif. Had a brilliant game, Ricky Borrett. Missed out in the first innings with the bat, but responded with a brilliant half-century. Oh, that's a good nut. Good nut from Borrett. Yeah, he responded with a brilliant half-century in the third innings that started the taking over of this game from Alex's side, and took 2 for none, as well as a couple of excellent catches and a stumping in the field. Started well with the ball here. On the money up to now. Can he prize out Sharif? Oh, and off the body again. Hell of a field he sets himself. That's 4 slips and a silly point in there. Oh, and it's a nick and just lands short. Well, Saeed is very, very deep at first slip. Don't think it would have carried if he'd been stood up, but a good over from Borrett. 37 for 1 still. That was a maiden. And now we're going to end this rotation with Rob Maguire. So often the match winner. Can he deliver for them in the 4th innings? The last time that Rob Maguire played at the Woldingham Dome, he took 4 for 10, including a hat-trick. So happy memories of this ground. And another who's had a good game here. Little bit wide of off stump so far, but still finding his radar. No question of what he's capable of when he gets it right. And he's got it right there. Well held from Saeed. It looks like that's bounced a bit on Sam Dennis. Maguire breaks through. Yeah, has got a bit big on him. Shoulder of the bat. Good catch from Saeed. And Maguire strikes, as he so often does in his first over. Dennis gone for a breezy 26. Lived a charmed life during that innings. Some lovely strokes, but that wasn't the first chance he offered. Look at those series figures for Maguire. 6 for 28 now. Leads the wicket tally for this series. The end of this innings will mark the halfway point in the series, and Maguire, 6 wickets. Alvin Sathya. What a brilliant young player he is. Hasn't got his teeth into this series with the bat yet. Oh, that's a good ball. Well, if that looks familiar, you may remember the dismissal that Maguire got Sathya with in the first test. Very similar to that one. That Yorker length. That's well played from Sathya. He's off the mark. Lovely stroke that. Down the ground. Didn't quite middle it, but solid foundation. Oh, and that's a bit of a pie from Maguire, but we're going to have a look at this one again. Alvin Sathya, wonderful, wonderful young player. A lot of talk leading into this series about how they were going to bowl at him. And that is the first test. And the first ball he faced here, very similar. If Sathya does have a weakness, it's that against high-class pace, against real quick bowling, his head just gets too far across. He's a little off balance, and that's why that back leg thrusts out towards the offside. He just goes across himself. That's a good spot from Maguire. May have found a little chink in Sathya's armoury there. Desperate need of a partnership, Dan's team. 2 high-class players at the crease now, though. And just a bit wide. Sharif plays inside of it. Very watchful, Sharif. He'll be calm. He'll be willing to take his time. Take the game deep. He's not in any rush, Yusuf Sharif. Happy to get himself in. Just 1 scoring shot so far. That was in the first over. Right in behind that. Can Borat find a way through? That's a bit too wide. Still hasn't conceded a run in this test match, Ricky Borat. Been very good. And Sharif in behind it again. Just waiting for something to bring this game to life. And well played again, Yusuf Sharif. Another maiden over for Ricky Borat. And no surprise that it's going to be Rob Maguire back on to Sathya to see if he can exploit what we looked at a moment ago. Sathya just struggling against high pace. And there's no shame in that. And he is a quality player, but he needs to find a solution to Maguire here. That's good fielding off his own bowling. Nice strike from Sathya. Half volley from Maguire. Didn't quite get it full enough. Oh, but he did that time. I think Saeed has kept that in. Outswinger this time. Fascinating battle this. Great watch between two giant cricketers, if not in size, at least in stature. That's a lovely shot from Sathya, responding with a blow of his own there. Second boundary for him. Hit that beautifully. And that's an example of what he can do when the balance is right. Hasn't got his head too far across on that occasion and was able to punch through the line of the ball. Just occasionally, like we said, against real pace, he can get his head too far across. And that's what Maguire's aiming for, so it's good bowling as well, despite the boundary. And shorter one, has it hit the glove? No. Body, think probably shoulder. Good response though from Maguire, quick. And don't think he's middled that, Sathya. That may have been an inside edge, but the end result is 4. He's won the battle there against Maguire. As to who will win the war, we wait and see. It's 49 for 2 off 11.